Welcome to the Winter Wonderland art journal class. And the way that this class is set up is designed for you to do what I'm going to do, which is to create an entire art journal dedicated to the month of December and all of the holiday moments that may happen during that time. So the way that I'm creating this, and you could do the same thing, is to create a page for each day. So you'll see me adding numbers and then adding in, whimsical art projects to the page, spaces for journaling, and just creating these spaces to add in my memories and notes of each day during the month and during the holidays. So you can see here right now, some of this is still blank as I'm working through the journal, and others I have pages already starting to form. So as I'm creating my art projects, I'm putting in numbers and putting in spaces for the journaling. So you can do something similar if you want, where you want to have the pages already built out for you, so that when you start to journal for that month, you just turn to that page and fill in where you've designed space to be. And you can always add in tip-ins and stuff if you run out of space and want to add in more. So for me, what I've been doing is I've been creating my fodder. You can see here, I've got my penguins, for example. I've got little my tabs that I can add and that kind of stuff, numbers and printables, and adding them as I go to each page, creating this sort of working space for my journaling. So that is one way that you can do this and just kind of methodically fill in each page. Another way that you can do this is if you already have an art journal and you're just looking for inspiration to add to your journal, then you can go look at the individual projects, find one that you really like, and add that to your journal. And then the third way that you can do this is that you don't necessarily want to work ahead just yet. Maybe you want to have the day inspire you. So what you can do is you can work through the projects ahead of time, like I have here on separate pieces of paper, and have like your snowflakes cut out and your fodder ready to go. And then as you are journaling for that day, you can add in whatever inspires you for that day to complete your journal page and then move on to the next. So the goal of this in general is for you to have enough to work with, that you are inspired and have delightful, whimsical pieces of art to add to your page without having to recreate everything from scratch. But you can certainly do that too. You could go through the projects and kind of wait to see what inspires you. And then when you come to a page, let's say on the 4th, because I have a number 4 here, it might be that you really love the polar bear project. And so you can draw him right onto your page and journal around. So there's lots of ways that you can use this course. Again, you can do what I'm doing, which is I'm prepping everything ahead of time so that I can just start with 1, 2, and so on. And I can also tell you this, that prepping everything and creating the projects ahead of time is only really the first phase to this. As I go through this real time and start to journal on day 1, day 2, 3, and on all the way through the end of the month, I'm going to come back and start to add in more details to fill in the negative space that I did not journal into, maybe add in more fodder if I want. But really, I want this to be dense and chunky and layered and just full of whimsy, so that when I come back to this another time, I can flip through, remember the days, as well as just enjoy the drawings and the fodder and everything else that I put in here. So that is my goal. And you can see here, like I've gotten all the way down to Christmas Eve. I celebrate Christmas, so I did the ho 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 on Christmas Eve, so I put the 24 here and plenty of spaces to journal. And then for Christmas, because I'm likely going to have more than just a couple pages of journaling for the memories here, maybe lists or other things, I'm not going to necessarily glue these pages together between Christmas Eve and Christmas. And I might even leave these open as well so that I have some extra flexibility for journaling just in case. Otherwise, I've been gluing the pages together to make them a little bit more stiff. So you can see here, this is day 14, and have my snow angel and places to journal. So this is just the beginning for me as far as creating this and giving you an idea of how I'm using these projects and what I'm thinking about for each page spread, which I'll share as I create them. And for you, you can do exactly what I'm doing or just a little bit of the projects and add them into your existing journal. So thank you for taking this class, and I hope that you enjoy it, and I can't wait to see what you create.